This is your daily briefing. You're most welcome to it. Antonio Conte has been talking to Sky Sports Italy ahead of tonight's big game against Frankfurt. He's called for Spurs to be a bit nastier. Certainly needs something. The situation in the Champions League is in our hands, said the gaffer. In a balanced group, it is easy to lose and get points against anyone. We have many possibilities, but then we will have to prove it on the pitch. And he's not wrong there. Spurs are heading out of this competition if they don't turn it around, and that starts tonight. We need more competitive nastiness. We have had occasions where we could have achieved more, but we didn't. We prepared well for this match, despite the difficult moment, but we are now concentrated. Talking about Kulusevski, says he had a problem with the Sweden team. It was made worse by the players staying on the pitch until the end of the game. For tomorrow, he absolutely isn't going to risk him, because losing him would be devastating. He is doing great things. He has lots of potential, said Conte, and he's absolutely right. He and Bentancur guaranteed us a big leap in quality last year. Coming from Italy, they were more tactically prepared. They helped a lot to help us hit the Champions League goal. Something miraculous if you consider where we started from. And this is, I think, good. I haven't seen this covered anywhere else, but maybe they've got it. Perisic arrived with a serious calf problem and is still recovering. It's not what I know yet, and I think he's the Google Translate there is saying that he's not up to the player he believes him to be, but he says that Perisic has already given us a hand in terms of assists and personality, and I'm sure he will give us even more. There's more to come from a 33-year-old that looks pretty good now. That's happy days. Then looking at the game and the backdrop to it and all the rest of it, despite the emotional and psychological difficulties of their beloved fitness coach Gian Piero passing last week, Spurs found the spirit and the focus to bounce back from last week's surprise 0-0 draw with Eintracht Frankfurt by winning away to an in-form Brighton side. They weren't in form when we played them, and we weren't in form with that one goal. Lots of people didn't enjoy it. I have to confess, I came very close to falling asleep watching it, and I don't say that for effect, just not very easy on the eye. Tottenham will be praying for more spirit and focus after mixed results have left their 3 remaining UEFA Champions League group stage games as crucial, which is the last thing Conte needed after implying to the media that his squad lacked the depth to be successful in multiple competitions this season. But he's true. What he says is right. The 150 million thing was a myth, and they didn't spend all of it, and they spent some of it on players that he didn't really want. And I'm going to do a thing for you later on about some of the targets, and I don't understand why we're looking at them. And they're not coming from bad sources. It's just beyond me. After dealing Spurs a minor shock last week, Frankfurt were then handed a 3-0 drubbing by the previously winless Bochum, whilst also becoming the first club in the Bundesliga this season to fail to score against said Bochum. Frankfurt then slipped back out of the Bundesliga top 6 as a result, whilst 4 scoreless efforts from their last 7 games across all competitions must be a concern now for manager Oliver Glasner. So there you go. Frankfurt, couldn't be a better time to play them, surely. Frankfurt remain unbeaten in their last 7 UEFA away fixtures, won 6, drawn 1. So their form in Europe is better. So could it be that they prioritised that over their domestic league? We'll find out tonight. After last season becoming just the 3rd team in history to complete a UEFA Europa League campaign without a loss. So that suggests, again, that they might be more about that than they are about their games in the fatherland. Perhaps most alarmingly for Tottenham, that includes 5 wins from 5 starts as travelling outsiders, including a 3-2 triumph at Camp Nou, which serves as another reminder that they cannot be taken lightly. Bookmakers, Spurs are evens, the draw's 13-5 and the visitors 19-10. I'm going to go out on a limb, head against heart on this occasion, and I'm going to say Spurs will nick it by a single goal. Good luck. Keep it Tottenham.